Guys, if I did an ASMR channel, would you listen to my ASMR
Why are
channel?
you ASMRing in my ear?
I would do it at a lower volume.
Yes.
Would you listen to my
Okay,
ASMR?
Hannibal Lecter.
I think I do ASMR on boyfriend takes a huge shit in the bathroom.
Ew!
Cut that.
Cancelled.
Cut
Cancelled.
that. This
No, there's
is
this.
not a water
No.
games channel.
Take the ass out of ASMR.
We have no bathroom ASMR in here.
How about boyfriend tries to make you dinner, but accidentally serves you the poisonous puffer fish from Hitman.
I'm actually down for that one. I want to hear that.
Where would you get that fish from?
It's ASMR. It's completely
Yeah, it's
hypothetical.
imaginary.
Yeah. Hello,
I feel
darling.
like that'd be very hard to source.
I've made this wonderful sushi for you.
Said
Let me
the
test
man
it.
who had never made sushi before.
Oh God, it's the puffer fish.
Ugh.
And that's the end of the ASMR bit.
That's nice. I would
Riveting
sleep to that.
15 seconds. No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
There was a great ASMR video we saw recently. It was boyfriend fucking dies in a car
I
crash.
love those.
It's so funny.
Boyfriend hits you with a frying pan is one of my top ones too.
You
It's
listen
so-
to ASMR of someone beating their boyfriend with a frying pan.
No. It's you
No,
getting
it's not.
beat by the boyfriend with the frying pan.
No.
That sounds horrible.
Trust me, it's
No, it's great.
no, it's actually
I'll send it to you.
hysterical. It does sound bad on paper. It's really funny
it just sounds
in
bad.
actuality.
Okay, weirdo.
What are you doing? You look like a sim that's malfunctioning.
Yeah, like
No, my my back hurts.
Or like you escaped from a J.C. Penney catalog.
yeah, the NPC just stopped
do.
working.
Yeah, with
You just
the denim,
T-pose.
the denim gives me a little J.C. Penney.
Yeah. You dress
like
quite
my-
sharply.
Okay, I showed this to Emchievement earlier, but look at how the legs looking. So it's
What is...
Look
How
at
did
that.
you do that again? Let me get
I
a
was-
zoom in on this. What fuckery did
Yeah,
you
sure,
do to
we'll just-
achieve this?
so I
You tried to skateboard? Like, what were you doing?
no I was at party and a 5-year-old and a
Oh.
42-year-old man were doing handstands, and I decided to join in, and I ate absolute dog doo-doo.
Yeah. You said I'm right there in the middle, but actually you're right down on the ground.
Have you ever done a handstand before?
Yeah, not successfully.
So why did you think drunk this would be the time?
I mean, really, it's always time to do a handstand. It's just a matter
Yeah,
of
sure. When I'm
execution.
in the pool, absolutely, and I've got something nice.
No, it's just a matter of execution.
Additional pain, I feel like. But hey, man, no risk, no guts, no glory.
yeah, but no
Yeah.
reward in this case.
Well, the reward is a well-learned lesson.
No, I learned nothing.
I can't with you sometimes.
What? I'm not going to try to do a handstand again? Absolutely not.
You should.
And by
probably
absolutely
learn
not, I
how
mean
to-
I will.
I mean, you should probably learn how to do one before you try it again.
Yeah, mayhaps.
Well, the only way to learn how to do one is to keep trying until I
In
do
a
it.
safe
Yeah,
environment where you will
Thank
not
you.
eat
With
shit.
no alcohol. God. Look,
Seems like a lot of work.
well, I like to try new things, but I don't like to try new things like that. I like to try new things that I know are safe, that I know are going to hold my hand, and are going to comfort me in different ways. What's that, you ask? Oh my gosh. How does that relate? Thank you so much for asking.
There it is. There it is. There
Thank
it
you
is.
so much
There
for
it is.
asking.
It's
Angel,
really
Angel,
awkward
hang on.
segue.
You know how I don't know if you and I have this, Angel, but Emma has such a distinct segue voice.
Yes, she
It's,
does.
it's so funny.
I think I'm more casual with it because I surprised you the last few times I did a segue. Like you didn't realize I
Yeah.
was doing it. Emma,
I didn't-
you
yeah.
can hear it. It's like
It's
this. It's like her
so
LinkedIn
telegraphed.
voice. It's like her LinkedIn
Oh
voice,
my
or the voice
God.
you
I'm
would
so
use.
glad. I'm so glad you brought that up. What was that situation? We also used the term white people voice. And both you and I were like, Emma, you don't need to do that. You don't need to, like, you
Oh my
don't.
gosh. I was talking to my local convenience store guy who I had to stop going to because he hit on me. And
Yes,
I was
that's
like,
what
oh
it was,
no,
yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
I thought we were
But I remember
buddies.
Angel and I were like through Discord, we looked at each other and were like,
We're like, why does she
what
have the
the fuck?
voice? We were very cool.
Angel, yeah. Angels heard my voice.
I had. We had a work
Yeah.
call once.
We did have a work call, technically.
We had a few actually.
Well, the first one doesn't count, I'd say.
Yes.
I still have pictures from that.
The MGM.
No, the horse.
Oh.
The horse.
Me on the horse, yeah.
We're not gonna talk
I was on a statue of a horse.
about it.
I also liked how we just completely derailed Emma's attempt to
all the
segue.
time. Yeah,
Oh,
you
right.
really said we're actually gonna do a whole episode tonight. We're not gonna no supplemental here.
No,
Only
it's
full
supplemental
facts.
content.
Fair.
Let's
Sorry,
focus.
you're right.
But
Yeah,
I can't open up
supplemental.
the link, by the way, so I can't actually see the notes.
What? Okay, did you click the top link
Wait,
or
why
the
can't
bottom
you-
link?
Yeah, the bottom link.
No,
I'm always
yeah,
at the bottom.
No, the top link.
I can take a screenshot real quick. And
Yeah, can you post a screenshot for me?
You cannot take enough screenshots.
Yeah, I'll just react to what you're reading.
Oh, I just realized how.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
pretty
Wait,
in
are we gonna
depth.
go through all of this?
Yeah, but some stuff is not relevant. I'll talk to you. Listen, what I want to tell you about Stardew Valley is this is really exciting. Some of this stuff has been the same since 2016. Some of this stuff has been changed recently. We've been waiting for this update for probably, I want to say 8 or 9 months, potentially a year, because I'm not great at math. But this is revolutionary in farming world. Harvest Moon never got updates like this. This is gorge.
Do you know when the last update was?
I want to say 8 to 9 months or a year ago. After 1.5 came out, we had a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of fixes, but then immediately 1.6 is going to come out, which is a lot of content and a lot of other things. So it was announced. We've been waiting for this officially since April 2023, and it's now come out March 2024. So
Almost a year later.
that's
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
good. That being said, this is only out for PC. If for any reason you're playing this on mobile or console versions, you will not get 1.6 update. This is only for PC players.
Will they get it later? Because sometimes consoles
Yes.
get the updates later.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Like a month or two.
I mean, the Switch port was only 3 years ago? It was 2019.
Oh yeah, and this has been out since
So-
2016.
Yeah. So
Okay, Angel, try to see if you can see this one. Maybe.
Oh, I just got it working.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so we're good.
Delicious.
I have it.
1.6.
So
All right.
When did 1.0 come out? Do you know? Hang on.
yeah,
Okay.
2016
Focus.
February.
Focus.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've had this game since 2 days after launch. I didn't buy it originally because I was like, oh, it's a ripoff of my farming games. And I sat there for a little bit and I said, okay, but I want to play it. And it was incredible. It was amazing. And this team has only done amazing things since, which is why I'm so excited to go through the changelog and see what's going on with this patch update. I think some of it's great, some of it won't affect me, and some of it's absolutely hilarious.
But nothing bad.
I guess it depends on your perspective, mayhaps. But speaking of perspectives,
Mayhaps.
I love how we're all going to see this from 3 different ways. Angel, you started playing this at such a perfect time to be coming in right at the time for this to come out. You got to have a little bit beforehand.
Year 2 winter.
And you came in at such a good time.
I just got to actually try one of the new festivals when I was playing last night.
Yeah.
Just for everyone listening, you downloaded and started playing the game when again?
February.
A month ago?
Yeah,
right,
about
at
a
this
month,
point?
2 months ago. About this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
January 28th, you played it for the very first time.
How do you? You know what?
Yeah, we all know. We all know how.
Yeah.
And how many hours, Emma, does Angel have?
Less than me, but she's getting up there. Actually, I'm shocked. Angel,
Yeah,
had
I mean,
it
you've
for
had this
2
game
months,
since
though.
2016. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you've
Okay,
had
so,
it.
okay, how many hours does Emma have in this game?
coming on 10 years almost. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Coming on-
10 years. How many hours?
119. That's rookie numbers.
Okay,
How is
yeah,
that
that's
rookie numbers?
Not bad.
Because Angel, you have 95
In 2 months?
in 2 months. We haven't even hit the 2-month mark. We are less than 2 months. You're at 95.
It's relaxing, okay? I have a very stressful job. I like to
Angel.
unwind. I have an addictive personality. I own
Yeah, no
5
shit.
games, and they all have hundreds of hours because I only play 5 main games.
Angel, like as of now, like Helldivers has been my latest obsession. I have 48.3 hours.
You
Okay?
had that for
Wow.
like over a month though.
Well, yeah, just shy of a month, and
And I
that to
actually
me
haven't
is
played
already
it in 2 months. So those not actually
Stardew?
We
no,
were
no.
literally on your farm the other day.
No. I mean, like, no, but Emma, before that, remember, I have left my current residence since early February, and I haven't played it again since this week. So I took like 2 months off.
It's
So
true.
those 95
Mhm.
hours are only actually within like 3 weeks of gameplay.
That makes it worse. You know
Yeah.
that. That makes it way more insane.
And on that,
Cut this part. I argued against myself.
Oh my god.
Cut
That
this
makes it
part.
so much more
I thought I had
psychotic.
a point and I made it worse. Okay, yeah, that's like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you did
really
have a
did.
point. Absolutely.
Cut this part. Okay, anyway,
I can't.
let's move on.
One of the previous episodes, we discussed like the breakdown of
Oh, Stardew time. Emma was breaking it down for us,
Oh,
and me and Happy
yeah.
both.
breaking it down. Yeah,
We're like,
insert
what the hell?
here.
Yeah, I still don't know how to do that kind of math, so I'm not going to try again.
Clearly, but you
Yeah,
were really good at finding out how much time Angel spent in comparison to
because
yours.
that's not math. That's stalking. Those
Yeah.
are two very different skill sets.
You know what? Because
Emma's like,
I was playing it this afternoon in anticipation of us doing this today, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, I can't believe my rookie numbers are getting encroached upon.
well, to be fair,
by someone who bought the game this year.
Yeah.
this quarter, bro. To be fair, Emma has like 50 farming games where I'm fixated on. I hyper fixate on whatever I'm playing in the moment. I'm a multi-game player for work, so I constantly jump around for research purposes. But when I'm playing for enjoyment, I'm going to hyper fixate on the game. So that's just my personality. Emma jumps through a lot of games to do a lot of dailies for a lot of stuff, and there are literally achievements where it's like, don't touch the game for 5 years.
Oh
that
my
she
god,
will not touch.
yes. Yes.
So
Okay.
Emma's gaming still has a lot to do with why I'm crouching up. I hyperfixate, and she has a huge backlog because she's like a Humble Bumble fan from like 2000.
And 16, actually. It's the same year of Stardew.
Mm.
You have a lot of
God.
addictions we should talk
Yeah, on the next episode we'll talk about
Yeah, that's our future episode. Yeah,
about. All right,
patch
but
1.6.
patch
update,
1.6
excuse me.
has some really cool
Not even
things.
patch,
One
yeah.
of the main things that I was excited about was the new festival.
Yeah. Okay, this is like huge. Like you would never see this in like another farming game. To get new festival content, like I'm so hyped for this. I think in total they gave us 4 new festivals. 2 of them are mini festivals, but the other ones are so great.
Yes, I haven't had a chance to try out the big one yet, but the mini one was kind of like a contest and a festival mixed together.
Yeah.
I like it in the sense that normally with festivals with Stardew, they shut everything down and you have to take part in it. This one's more of a come if you want, and it's a 2-day kind of like grind to get prizes kind of things. Like it's like a fair, which I'm kind of into. And you can keep the items, which normally I really hate about other festivals where they take the items away from you when you compete. You get to keep them or switch them in, and the prizes are actually like pretty decent. So I'm actually really excited. I did the Squid Fest festival. I'm terrible at catching squid because it was
Squid
slippery
Fest.
fast.
Oh.
Squid Fest, yeah.
Sorry.
But it's Squid Fest. It's literally what it's called. The word
Got
back is they also introduced squid bait to help you catch the squids faster. Sorry, and they have like new NPCs that are coming through. You go and shit talk with Pam because she thinks she's such a great fisher. Where I'm like, girl, only Willie's in my league.
Yeah,
Bye.
Willie only is in our league.
But,
Free Willy.
Free Willy. That's probably what they named him for.
Wow, we're unlocking new lore right now.
I mean, Free Willy's not a squid, but
Shut
okay.
up.
Well, listen, he's a fisherman, so
He's
it's the
a
same
fish.
thing.
Nah, fair enough.
Fish adjacent
Fish themed, yeah.
mammal.
I think it's nice that there's new
Fish
fishing events in this game because I'm a big fan of Stardew Valley fishing. However, I know it's a really, really unpopular opinion. Stardew Valley fishing is one of the most controversial like fishing mechanics in not only
Yeah.
farming
It
games
is
but most games.
It's a
Stupidly
difficult one.
hard. Like
No.
I've gotten the iridium rod, and I have bait, and I have stupid magnet toppler thing, and my bar's pretty big. I think I'm at like level 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 fishing, and there are still some shit that will literally come in my bar and go, and I'm not
Yeah.
catching that shit. Like I prefer
really?
crab pots. I will put
I
out
love
20 crab pots. Like literally, I have like 18 crab pots along my fucking farm, and I will just go and make 100 sashimi every fucking day, and that's more fun than trying to get the legendary winterfish that I still can't get, and I still only have 6 days left of winter.
Mm.
So annoying.
No, yeah, I have a lot of bad memories of trying to figure out. I don't think I ever got to level up my rod or anything like that, or my fishing level.
Oh damn! No,
Uh,
They
yeah.
added a new feature though that I think helps address that frustration called the bookseller, which is probably somewhere in this notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can, if you're willing to put your money behind it, you can buy the experience to get yourself level up. Like I bought 2 levels of combat because I'm just like, if I'm taking on the Skull Cavern, I need to be level 10. So I
True.
spent like
Yeah.
probably close to 100 grand on like
Wow.
power ups. No
Yeah.
man, I got destroyed in that Skull Cavern. You have to make it to a level 100 in one go. There are no save spots. You have to make it in one day
Yeah.
all the way to the bottom, or you restart. That is very hard to do without doing some kind of exploit, which I'm trying to do.
Mini
the wrong about it.
roguelike in the game. Yeah.
Basically. And you have a time limit because you pass out at like 2 a.m. So you have to do it and get back before then. So you have to
Shit, I didn't
save
think
2
about that.
totems, have a shit ton of bombs, shit ton of food, amazing luck stacks, and God knows what else, and a bunch of staircases just to get through that. And you could get through the whole thing. Your inventory could fill up. And then you can't get some really good items. You could get murdered, and they take items from your inventory. Like, it is such a high risk activity, and it's very stressful. And you could like get killed by jumping through those shafts. So anyway, I'm getting off tangent.
God.
But let's focus back. What is something else that's happening on this new list that you're very excited about? Blue Flash.
8 new achievements.
Oh my god.
The shake goes.
And they're incredibly difficult.
What are the achievements?
So, some of the new achievements we're looking at are complete a perfection like farm. There's like a very specific way you have to do it. It's reaching the summit. Perfection is like shipping everything at like the highest quality. It's a really, really, really difficult thing to do. On top of shipping things of the highest quality, you need to get first place in Stardew Fair competition, which of course you need iridium-based things to do that. You need to delight the governor when you make the town soup, meaning you cannot put Lewis's underwear in the soup because he won't like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Reach the bottom of the dangerous mines. Now, we just mentioned that a little bit, but I want to ask a really quick question. How many floors do you think are in Skull Caverns?
Unlimited.
Yeah, isn't it?
300, I believe.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. I didn't think
Or
that
at
was
least-
that.
Unlimited, yeah.
I guess we'll have to investigate. Now, see, this is what I meant earlier when I said I haven't fully appreciated everything in here because I'm not a
There's
miner.
a lot, man.
I'm not a miner. They have a new, there's a new quest line that's been added. That's one of the achievements. And after completing the quest line, you, in fact, do get to see more neighbors move in. Or you'll get some new neighbors.
Wow.
Wow.
The mines or you're talking about the raccoons?
Yeah, the raccoons, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yes. I did see the new neighbors who have very expensive tastes.
Yes.
Built this, so there's a raccoon he's talking about that lives near your house. Once you fix their house up, which is 100 hardwood, by the way, first, they want smoked fish. Not just any fish. This fucking raccoon wants smoked fish like it's freaking Shea Caliente or some shit. Then...
Shea Caliente for the raccoons.
And
And then his wife comes by and she wants some preserved jar jam. You know how much I can make for that I'm just giving to you so you can
For
give me access to your
free?
shop? For free. She wants like 5 of them.
For
Then
real?
her babies come in and they all, like every 7 days, don't quote me on that, some new raccoon moves in with some requests and I'm like, y'all little trash pandas are very demanding.
So much
You
so.
know, I feel like as far
But-
as, raccoons
Yeah.
are...
But it's okay. They added those new raccoons to sell you new items. They added mystery boxes that are wild new things. They added couple new machines. Like they added the big chest, so now you get 60 slots, which is amazing.
The big chest is incredible because I would say the hardest part about any farming game is the storage and storage management. So that's next level.
I love it. I love that. I love the fish smoker. I love the heavy furnace. I love the What's the other thing that I'm like?
So now there's a prize machine in Lewis's house.
Oh yes,
That's
you
fun.
can get new prizes. A whole bunch of new furniture and shit now. So you, instead of just doing the task and getting some kind of random gold or happiness for the villager, you can get random prizes now, which makes me more incentive to go do those missions because I was ignoring them for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah, the achievement wasn't enough for you.
I don't give a fuck about you. That's you.
You can now get multiple pets. You no longer have to have just one pet.
You have 0 hearts with your pet because you literally told me, and I quote, you don't need to give it water. It'll still stay here.
Dude, what?
I was like, did your pet give us? He's like, no, you don't even have to feed it. Just leave it.
Ask me what I named my dog.
Random.
What did you name your dog?
0.
There's 0 water given to the dog.
No. This is some lore, but when I used to get babysat as a kid, I had a babysitter who also loved Harvest Moon, and then she made an account on Friends of Monroe Town, and she's like, I don't like dogs, I'm gonna name him 0. And then that was my most successful Harvest Moon account ever. I never changed it, so now I name all my dogs 0.
Oh my god.
Do you think that was instrumental in forming your obsession/habits regarding farming games?
No, because what was instrumental in it was growing up in like the early 2000s, there like wasn't a lot of things to do, and I only owned a couple of games, so all you have to do is like fixate on it, versus now like the 700
Yeah.
plus I have, it's like too overwhelming.
Well, yeah, and especially on console, where you're
It's
still so
fixed.
reliant on physical media.
And that's why I'm so grateful to have all these new like content and features updates like on PC. To get constant updates like this is amazing. There's a brand new
Yeah.
farm type coming out, and honestly, will I remake a
crazy.
brand new farm just to have the Meadowlands farm? Yes, it has blue grass, and you start with a coop and chickens, which is huge. That's huge early
That's
game.
big. Yeah.
They giveth and they taketh away. So they gave you a new farm and they took from me my money-making mushroom cave that now only freaking repopulates
Okay.
every other day, which is so
Ooh.
fucked.
No,
Why
okay.
would you do that?
You must understand, Angel,
No.
you started, and I'm a glitch,
No.
because I never got mushrooms every day, and then you got daily mushrooms, and I was shocked, because you were like, oh, it refreshes every day. I was like, no, it doesn't. Like, my original
that
file
a-
did not, and now they've, like, set
Is
it
that an
back.
update fix?
Yeah, that was one of the
You
fixes.
can't do that. I came in and I got the mushroom cave because I thought I got it every day.
Oh,
Because that's what the wiki said at the time, because it adjusted for the glitch. It is now every other day.
Yeah.
And I use the tea sapling thing where I constantly am changing the mushrooms into wild seeds and making tea samplings and making bank because that's just 500 a pop. And now I
Exactly.
can't do that every day. My money making plan is to get to 2 million is now infinitely harder. I want my scepter.
Infinitely harder. Well, that's not necessarily true, because you can get mushroom logs that interact with the nearby trees, and you can continuously grow more and more mushrooms wildly now just in the entire world. You can get like a significant increase to
Mushroom.
that.
Where do you get a mushroom log?
Well, unfortunately, I'm only reading the patch notes. They don't give me the details of
The
getting
details.
things. They just say you got it. They say
I'm
big
just the
tree,
messenger.
4 new crops, 4 new homes. If you're like, what are they? I'll be like, that's actually I could tell you about the crops at least.
Wait, the mushroom cave comes with a free dehydrator? Where is that? Sorry, I'm reading.
Dehydrator, which turns fruit into dried fruit.
Okay,
And mushrooms into dried
That's
mushrooms.
nice, because that's brand new.
And I can
before-
drink mayonnaise now.
God,
That's
280 new furnitures.
Oh, you don't
It's okay,
understand.
I got the catalog. I don't know.
Okay.
Shit, I have it all.
Oh, the catalogs, I just telling Jaime, I just spent 20 grand. I'm broke right now because on my catalog for the house, so I could like make it all pretty. I'm like testing out different
Yeah,
patterns
just
now.
buy that catalog and then buy the one from Pierre's and don't buy
Yeah,
any items.
I don't need any of
It
that.
gives you everything. Also, fun fact, if you put a couch in a loom, it becomes cloth.
Oh.
I
Reverse
did it by accident when I walked into it when I was trying to do something. And I was
What,
like,
did you push it into the...
No, I was holding it, and I was like, you know, when you're holding the starter, you run into something
Yeah,
by
you, like,
accident.
yeah.
Yeah, I was holding it, and I accidentally put it in the loom, and it became cloth. And I'm like, oh, this is actually like free.
That's
So I
good to
popped
know,
out.
yeah.
So yeah,
So one of the things that you need to know is the modding community for Stardew is huge. And what do people mod? Aesthetics. You have to understand, like, the most aesthetic farms I've ever seen in my life have come out of these communities, and people will
beautiful
spend
layouts.
hours, hundreds of hours on the layouts, and then we'll get mods just to make the outsides of buildings more aesthetic, to get different rock textures. make the bachelors more handsome. But also the mods, the community, like the reason why they had to do 280 new pieces of furniture, you have to sate. I truly believe that the modding community and the people who came to like design their farm are what kept that game afloat for years. Because people would constantly come out with, this is like aesthetic now, this is beautiful, you can make things pretty. I have a content creator that I love who makes hilarious and really pretty farming videos of her just decorating different parts of her town and decorating different parts of the world. It's incredible.
That sounds nice, actually.
Nice.
It is
That's
nice.
true. She was showing me a video of some of the layouts because I want to make my farm pretty, and I'm just like, it.
Can you send me a link? Actually?
Yeah, I'll send you actually links.
Yeah.
Can you play some a few of our favorite ones here? And it's like
Oh,
crazy.
Some of the
like,
beautiful.
look at this.
Look at that.
Like, I'm gonna be like designing mine just like this. I've already started. I've got my wood crops for my annuals and one here, and we've got a little forest. Emma actually started playing with me, if you guys haven't noticed. So she comes and helps me on my farm so that I'm not like drowning in work. It's like, I love it.
I gotta hop in and join your farm.
You've got to.
do.
We have a house set up for you and Emily. We have a house set up.
And I'm updating right now.
Yeah, update it right now. Oh, so I also would love if you could come over to my file to help me out because it's so ugly right now. I was so upset.
Yeah. No, we'll take turns and we'll like help each other build up because like I'm in winter right now, so I'm just like making friends and like planting winter seeds to try and get more wild seeds to kind of and to catch the legendary fish. But I need you for like start of spring, so I'm down to what season are you in right now?
Oh, year 3 spring, unfortunately.
Damn.
You must
I'm about to start
understand.
year 3.
Yeah, year 3.
I'm still not done the community center because my pomegranate got cut down. I don't even know how, and I had to wait till fall. You know what I think it was? I think one of the storms struck the tree.
Oh, because you didn't have a lightning rod.
This was before we put them down because the tree was there and then it was just gone, and I have no idea what happened to it. And this is before
overnight?
Yeah, it happens overnight, which is actually just cool. One of the things in the updates now is you get a sampling.
A sapling, yes.
Sapling,
Thank God. Oh my God.
So you can at least restart it. So
but before, it's just gone. And that was the tree I needed for the last bundle. And so I check the cart every day. So I had to wait an entire year so that I can now get this to finish the stupid. It's the only thing I haven't done and it pisses me off so much. I have like 3 rabbits free, but I haven't gotten a fucking pomegranate or a prismatic shard. I heard I should have found one by now.
I might have either donated to the museum or sold it. I've made some dumb decisions, okay? Like, when I started the game and it was just in its raw form, I donated my dino egg immediately. I've never found another one. I probably donated my prismatic shard. Horrific. Anytime I got something new, I'm like, oh, I can donate it. I'll do that. I'm like an idiot, okay?
Well, yeah, because that's like the Animal
It's the
Crossing
Animal Crossing
logic.
in me. That's what I did. But big mistakes. I also, truth be told, still don't have a pomegranate either. I'm also waiting until fall. And then I'll finally get to join you in the post-game.
Hey man, well, I feel like I'm right now in winter 22nd, so we are literally almost at the exact same stage in the game while we're playing.
Yeah. Oh.
Any other? I also just want to say, I just finished the download. This whole update, right? And this is an extensive update, 1.8 megabytes.
Yeah.
That's so small.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And like granted, I get it, 16-bit, top down, whatever, but still, like the fact that like any content update so vast can be like in this day and age like under a gigabyte, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like under like a couple hundred megabytes is crazy.
I had a friend who bought the game specifically because she had it on Switch, but she goes, I really want to try the new 1.6 update. And I say, well, why don't you just get it? And she goes, I don't have a lot of room in my computer. She goes, like, how big is it? And I was like, 600 megabytes. She goes, huh? And then it was silent on the other line. And then I updated Steam and it said purchased Stardew Valley.
So can we talk about something? Because I just realized something. Because I was playing.
Sorry.
I was playing last night. I was going through I was talking about the tea sapling thing, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm not making as money as I used to. I swear this used to be better. I just got to a part of the changelog that's about price changes, and they reduced the tea sapling price from $500 to $250. They raised the price of house upgrades for some things. Warp totems now are $1,000.
Dude, it's expensive now.
They've made things more expensive, and they've reduced things. Things that you sell are now sold for less, and they've increased the price of other things. Which is, I know it's to address some of the modding communities who have crazy money, but for someone who's playing the game just for enjoyment and not trying to min-max it, this sucks for me. The little things I do. Like $250, what the fuck is that? I'm so upset.
Oh, it's so funny because like this is all about like the min maxers who are like capitalists, like queens and kings.
All their videos are now dead now. Like I'm
Oh,
so
they put
sad.
limit on the stock you can get at casinos. Unbelievable.
I didn't even get to the casino yet. I don't have the casino.
See, but like, does trying to prevent like min max, like it doesn't, like min maxing doesn't break gameplay.
It doesn't.
any
It
way.
optimizes it.
No, but then you have to think of it from the perspective of everyone else in the village. Like imagine, a new farmer comes in, you think, oh great, we're gonna have a nice like variety of fruits, vegetables, flowers, and other things that a farm will make. But all they do is make you wine, and all you get
True.
is thousands of bottles of wine. And that's the only thing
Pam
you get
loves
from
that.
it in one
Pam
go.
loves that.
Sure,
Pam
Pam loves it, but she's also driving later, so maybe we shouldn't keep giving it to her.
She's my fucking bus driver. I'm actually crazy.
Great little subplot there.
So
Is
funny.
Her alcoholism. Huh.
Um,
But like, well, yeah, but like from the perspective of like, granted, Stardew is multiplayer now, right?
Mm.
It's still I'd argue primarily a single player experience. So does trying to curve min maxing in a primarily single player experience? I don't know, like how important is that?
now,
You know?
there is actually a big thing in the community that it is more beneficial to play multiplayer because everything you do in multiplayer duplicates. Let's say I go to Gunther and I give him like a something for the museum. He goes, great, I have a reward for you. He's gonna give me 9 seeds. Guess what? Every other person who's in that session also can pick up the 9 seeds. So now we don't just have 9 seeds. We have
like,
27 seeds. Like we've
yeah.
got 54 seeds, And one of the
Yeah.
big updates with this is now you can play with up to 8 people.
8 people.
Which
yeah.
is like crazy. But you know what? It actually, and it's proven, there's actually like documentation behind this. If anyone who plays with friends has a higher retention in video games than a solo player, and if you can bring more friends in, there are more people downloading the game and purchasing the game. So it makes sense that they're putting so much behind multiplayer in a world where I think live service is kind of getting like a negative tone to it. Multiplayer, though, with perks and incentives is a very popular thing without feeling like they're trying to like steal your money kind of vibes,
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, I stand corrected.
Because like, look,
very good points. Yeah.
This is super random. Like, we would have never played this together otherwise. Like, you probably would have never even downloaded the game again. I mean, we weren't gonna come do this.
I mean, yeah, I had it uninstalled for the longest time.
But
yeah, and now it's back on. We have just proven that theory correct.
That's fair. Yeah. So because like, yeah, I mean, if as a party, then like the game becomes boring quicker. It's
and
like,
it helps, man. It's hard to it's hard to be a mother of 4. You gotta raise your animals, get your crops, go to the mines.
Oh yeah.
Then go greet everybody and do fish. Imagine if you had everyone just kind of each taking a job. One person's crops, one person's animals, one person's in the mines, and well, the friendship's hard because you all have to make your own individual friendships with people, but one person's fishing, and then you just keep trading, and then whoever's off gets to go make friends, and you just rotate every day. Do you know how amazing that would be and how efficient that farm would be? Like whenever I'm going to start decorating my farm like properly, I want it to be a multiplayer session so we can all do it together and make it go faster.
Yep.
We'll each take an area.
Angel was organizing her like bins one day, and that was all she did for like 2 in-game days, and I did all the farm chores. I was just like running around. I pet all the cows.
I have to imagine. I remember like watching that session a little bit. The division of labor must be so nice.
It's so satisfying. I put signs up and I put my thing. Like I would have lost so much money and productivity if I had done that stuff on my own. And now my farm is like set up.
To me, the crazy thing too, and this is probably less beneficial, but it's like in theory, it's like you can have like a full party tending to the farm, right? And then another full party doing like a mine raid.
Yeah. And
that's
then
crazy.
Some fishing. And then like, okay, like for example, Emma's newer in my file. So I do all the cooking. So she has all these stacked foods and I just leave them in the fridge for her so that she can run around. I have better weapons, so I'll go mine all this stuff so we can upgrade her weapons. Like the division of labor to help and support each other, whereas she has more time than me, so she can just run through and do all that other stuff while I go get that stuff. And then we build each other together. It's so fucking good. I love it. I love multiplayer in this.
Oh, so
I wonder,
good.
are you working on each other's like older farms, or did you make like a new farm
So
that you guys are working on together?
First of all, this is gonna probably break the heart of like anyone who didn't know this, but if you are joining someone else's farm, you have to make an entirely new character and you are starting from scratch. So at any point, like, you guys could come join my original farm from 2016. However, you're giving up everything. You're not coming in with your stats. You're not coming in with your items. You have to even you could remake the character because you have to go through character customization again before you can even come in.
But because there are stats, why is that?
Great question.
Good question. I wonder if it's to stop older players from just like you're riding too hard. Because if I come in and I have like 200,000,
you're maxed out.
It's too much of it. I can help you too much. Whereas this is more just an extra body than anything else.
Yeah,
which it makes it fair. I think it makes it very balanced. And in exchange, I'm going to go help Emma on our farm. I'm going to make a new character. That character will be Jet new. So obviously, I don't care as much what I'm doing on that character because I'm mostly there to help her. And so you can focus more on the other person versus like competing against each other. You're literally there as a support role. And it's fun sometimes not having to worry because, like, I don't know if you feel like this, Emma, but like when I'm on somebody else's farm, I don't care as much because I'm not as neurotic about everything on the farm because it's not my farm. The OCD is a lot lower. Like, I'm already like thinking like I got to turn all my strawberries into seeds because spring first is coming and I need to have enough seeds to start to get 4 harvests. I need to go and check these friendships. I'm dating. I've got to go make sure that I get the mermaid pendant. I'm very fixated on all the things I need to do on my farm. Whereas when I'm on somebody else's farm, it's just like, what do you want, boss?
Yeah, like, tell me. Be like, what do you need?
Yes, sir.
It's like,
and you know what, too? It really does feel like a boss-worker relationship because one of the things with multiplayer is you share all the money. So if I need to buy something, you'd be like, do you mind if I just need to get a bigger backpack? I just need a little bit.
Let's talk about that. That started for 2 days. Now I just see my money total change. You don't say shit no more. I just see that number change. I'll just see it and be like, what's happening?
This would be a great... maybe like a year later or something, we revisit the relationship and like game cheating, but through the lens purely of Stardew.
You know what? I feel like this is a safe enough space now that I can confess to something. You were shopping and I was at another store and I was like waiting for you to like buy something so I could like time it, but I mistimed it. So it stopped moving and then it dropped like $25,000. I saw it. Yeah. And I was like,
I saw that. That's the exact time we're talking about. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I know I would just finish stopping and I'm like, what did you buy? That's $25,000.
I was dead silent. You were dead silent. I was like,
yeah, because I was waiting for you to tell me what you bought, and I'm like, she's helping us with my farm. The input she brings in per day is like at least $20,000. Fine. I'm sure it was a weapon or some stupid shit. What was it?
Not to completely bring it back to older conversations we've had, but like I could definitely see that starting some fights.
Easily.
How much money do you have in your file, Emma? How much money do you have?
So as I was saying earlier, I am completely broke. I now have $600 from my original one because I went shopping because everything was ugly, so I spent a lot of money.
Why are you poor? You're in year 3.
Yeah. So...
Great question.
This is coming from the girl who yelled at me because I didn't sell enough shit and immediately.
Okay, sorry, you have like $1,500 to your name, and then you had stacks of like 300 berries like in your.
I'm a hoarder.
These episodes always end up with you two arguing about something, and then I have to play marriage counselor. I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to do this.
Okay. Then you know what?
We're also at the 40. We're also at the 41.
I'm excited for our trouble once Jaime gets in the game and he starts seeing this dynamic and getting involved. Because Jaime's pure. Y'all must think that me and Emma are the chaotic ones. Let me put that to rest. Jaime is like 10 times the chaos.
Easily.
Add like 4 billion watts of sociopathic nature in there.
We're gonna go broke day one. Easily.
Like Jaime, like we'll be just at the farm and be like, "Where's Jaime?" And he's probably like giving a wilted bouquet to my lover or something like that for fun, just see what.
I'm not gonna tank the same.
100%. You know what? Jaime right now is gonna competitively date your bachelor or bachelorette.
Oh, 1,000%.
100%.
1,000%.
Maybe. But we're at the 40-ish minute mark.
Oh my god.
So much for our supplemental.
Okay.
Our supplemental has just become a straight up episode.
Well, no, we just cut from it. Well, one of the other things I really wanted to talk about that I enjoyed, other than the fact that they changed the prices, which is really good, like economy balancing. Yeah. They're clearly what I really respect about Stardew Valley community managers and the game creators. they're listening to their community. They know what you're doing. They know your mods. They know what you like and what you dislike, what you're exploiting, what's new, and they're rebalancing the world. So many people do a lot of little patches that are like, oh, here's 20 things, bunch of lighting fixes. This is a huge, meaningful change that even if I beat the game, I would come back and start a new file because of how much has changed, which I really respect and really set us up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, think about it. Like, that's why it's called an update. You know, this is the equivalent, not to bring back Cyberpunk, but it's like, it's kind of like another, like, you know, well, maybe not like a Phantom Liberty, but like that was another one where like there were the patches and then there were the updates, and the updates were very significant, and they were like long spaces.
They changed gameplay.
What I just downloaded was patch 1.6.2. So this thing dropped March 19th, and already we were 1.61 bug fixes day of.
Yeah.
So, well, that goes to like show what you just said is completely right. You know, that like they're really on top of everything, you know? Because I mean, I think this is definitely, every game developer says like, yeah, we listen to the community. We listen to the community. I mean, like, especially with the story of how this game started out with just him, and then people starting to love it, and gradually the team gets bigger. He seems like the kind of creator. What's Lost Ape? Concerned Ape? Concerned Ape. Yeah, like he's clearly like a creator, I feel, who's not forgotten his roots, and still carries like those core practices that made this game great in the first place. Years later, after what's his net worth now? 30 million or something?
Yeah, it's something crazy.
We looked that up, right?
I think it's about 30.
Here, let's put it here if you can find it. Put it in insert here, but just that's someone who really listens to our community.
Yeah.
But like, just the fact that like I think I saw a reel where he was just reacting to which Easter eggs people had found and which ones people hadn't found yet, and things he put in the game. Like this dude has like a true parasocial relationship with his users. Like he really understands and wants to give it to them. Like these are not small things. The things that are fixing are clearly huge quality of life things for anywhere from a 1-year player to a 10-year player plus.
Yeah. I just thought of something too, and this is not to take away from his achievements at all. In fact, maybe quite the opposite. But like being a solo dev, there's a handful of other solo dev stories out there. Like I think, what's the neon one, the Zelda-like one? Where is it? I'll find the game later. But like stories of solo devs whose game make it big and whatever. I have to imagine, and this might be on like a really psychological level, but it's like in the creative process, whenever you're on a team, there can be, I'll use the word infighting, right? Or like people trying
creative differences.
Creative differences, but then like when something succeeds, like famous example, Steve Ditko and Stan Lee. Sorry, not Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby.
Oh, okay.
Was it Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko? I can't remember who's the illustrator, but I remember when Stan Lee was telling a story that he said that the illustrator, Ditko or Kirby, I think it was Kirby, said that he felt because he drew Spider-Man, he's the creator. It should be his name before Stan's. But Stan, because he came up with the idea of Spider-Man, felt that it was his idea at the heart of arts. And quite frankly, as someone who loves Spider-Man and loves both of those men as creatives, I feel like they're both valid. But when you're in the moment making something, it's like you own different parts of this creation. When you're a pure solo dev, even if the team gets expanded upon, which it is now because it's like a team of 30 or something like that.
He's got a pretty decent shop now.
Yeah, or even if it's like 5 to 10 people, right? Like those people joined after the fact. So like there's no disputing that at the end of the day, the community, the acclaim, the money is at the end of the day his, like because like he was the one driving this. And I think and if you want to join that team, you have to really love the product, and then probably that person as a creative too. I have to imagine they're doing something right to foster a good team. So, and it kind of like sets up a hierarchy, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to join this ship, it's like that okay, he is God. I am joining this team knowing that his rule is law, because I'm in,
you're
no
joining the winning team.
Like, exactly. You know what I mean? Like
if someone already created the winning sauce, you're not going to come and tell them how to do it.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's not like, it's like, yeah, I'm sure he like takes criticism, takes advice from everyone and everything. But like at the end of the day, that team knows it's like he made this and it's still going strong. It was going strong way before I joined the team. It's probably going to go strong if I leave the team or whatever, because he's still going to be at the helm. And like that may sound like tyrannical, but I think from a certain perspective and for a certain team, that actually makes it super streamlined and super easy to work with. You know,
It
it's
does.
kind of
You need
it's
at
like
least one person at the top.
yeah,
You have to have a visionary who's leading the ship. Now, obviously, they get feedback and ideas and work things through to develop it, but you can't have too many chefs ruin a broth.
Easily.
yeah,
The game.
yeah. But like for a long time, he was still a solo dev. He was the only one working on this game well after it came out, right? Like he didn't start taking people on for another 2-3 years or something.
I want to
Which
say
is
so.
not that.
I think 1.4, the update, is when he had a team. So
Mm.
1.1,
That's
2, and
crazy.
3 was still him.
That's
I didn't think about that.
a lot of work.
It's one thing to be a solo dev purely in alpha. Once you hit 1.0, you have a fucking game, and like to
And
maintain
a live
that, like,
service, not live service,
Yeah.
a live game. You have to bug fix. You have to adapt to
Yeah.
regulations,
Yeah.
legal platform, Steam. There's so much shit he's probably have to deal with while building the new shit.
Yep.
yeah. So like him handling that even for those 2 to 3 years, like, you know, it's undisputable that it's like, okay, this is his. I'm just joining the team, you know? And yeah, it's like, this is a bad analogy, but I can't think of anything. It's like a dictatorship that just works because everyone's like, yeah, the fearless leader is actually right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I love the fearless leader because the fearless leader has made an amazing product that millions of people around the world love. And it's also like a happy farm sim, you know, it's nothing terrible or
Literally.
dark.
I know.
There's no controversy really with it.
Well, I just don't like some of the people in the town. But other
You
than
don't like
that,
most of the people in the town. Emma hates
Yeah.
like 60-70% of the town members.
with good reason.
80% of the reasons I fought.
Okay, thank you. I can agree to that.
You wanting
I'll
to
ask
steal their
the
wife
producer.
is not a valid reason.
Should be.
We cannot have this argument while you keep flashing the nails.
I wonder, have you guys suddenly noticed Emma's nails? Have you noticed them? I know it.
I'm really
violently.
glad. I'm really glad we're talking about this now.
Thank you. So am
It's
I.
been-
Mission accomplished. Boom.
Achievement nails. Oh boy. What are your all timers at? I'm at about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm about there.
Any other patch notes?
Well,
any other patch notes? Any other?
Before we leave, I do want to tell you my top 3 favorite patch notes from here.
Yeah, hit it.
Yes.
In no order. You can now place hats on cats and dogs. Okay, that's what it means to listen to your community. That's what it means. Like, sure, give me QOL, give me performance updates. I want to place hats on cats and dogs. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure after like 2015, that's the only reason Team Fortress 2 was still relevant, was just the hats.
Agreed. Number 2 is snake vertebrae are now easier to get. Period. That's the entire sentence. That's the entire note in that patch. Snake vertebrae are now easier to get.
I've never had a snake. I don't even know what that is.
I've acquired one once.
And it's affected your life to this point that you need.
No, I just think the wording of that is so incredibly hilarious. If I were to just pull out one patch note and give that to someone else, it would be that. Well, no, that's not true. I would pull out my 3rd favorite patch note. Baby Toss now has a chance to crit.
To crit?
Baby toss? You're gonna have to explain that. You're tossing your child?
So hang on. So they patched in infanticide? Like,
No,
why are you tossing the baby?
Okay, well, you don't have a baby yet. I forgot I had a baby. I loaded in, and I was like, oh. Even worse, now the baby's crawling around.
Child?
Oh, great. Great. I said the same thing, and I was like, I guess it's mine, 'cause it's my house.
how long ago did you abandon the baby to you firing the game up again and remembering you had a baby? What was the time of abandonment? Do I need to call child services?
Yes.
I think we should.
Yes. At least 4 years minimum.
Was it like a train spotting moment?
No, not at
Or
all.
like-
That's also horrific to bring up. No, the reason I probably
Well, we're talking about
erased this baby from my mind was because it had...
I thought you...
I'm gonna
Look,
restart
when you
this
say the
whole
word
sentence.
erase the baby.
Yeah. So the reason why I erase this baby from my mind is because I also named it something stupid, and I didn't even know who I was as a person when I named this baby. It's a stupid name. I was like, this is terrible. Now, when you have a baby, when they're first in the crib,
What's the name?
you can pick up the baby and you can throw the baby in the air. So when I say baby toss has a chance to crit, that's what I assume. Now it crawls, so I can't test it out. But
would you like auto catch it? Like, could you not?
yes.
Okay. So when it says chance to crit,
Great question. Great question. We're gonna have to discover that, I guess.
you like hitting if there's like a fan above you, or you.
This sounds terrifying.
I'm thinking of
Also,
getting a second baby so I can test it.
You're still omitting the name of your baby. What's the name?
0 or something.
Oh, it's even worse.
Did you name it after an X?
No, of
Is it
course
is
not.
it a
I'm too smart for
randomized
that.
name?
No. Have you guys ever read The Outsiders?
No.
Did you name it Pony
I
Boy?
named it Dallas.
Oh, you did tell me that. I was like, what in the
Wow,
name?
the older brother,
That's
huh?
stupid. No, that's Derry.
Who?
Sure.
Daryl.
Nope. Yeah, Daryl. But it goes by Derry.
Yeah. Wait, who's Dallas now?
Okay, well, spoilers for
that Tom
everyone who hasn't
Cruise?
seen it. No, that's Steve. Dallas is very big spoilers. Angel, have you
the one that
seen or read
dies?
it? There's a couple of them, so okay. Well,
yeah,
plug your ears, Miss Angel. This is a great book.
The book's
Brother, it's
I'm totally gonna
like
read it.
70 years old.
yeah, and still spoilers. Johnny Cage, best friend. He's the reason why they get to the church. He's the reason why everything happens. I don't want to spoil it for Miss Ma'am. I'll post an image for you and you'll say, oh, I don't know that guy.
I'm never gonna read this.
Wait, I thought his name was Johnny.
No, Johnny's Ralph Macchio. This is Johnny's
Yeah.
friend who's not Ponyboy. Dally is the short name, but his full name is Dallas.
Oh, I don't remember him. Then never mind.
Well, he's a pretty big part of everything.
That was Ralph Macchiato. That was. You're right.
Call him Macchiato.
So Macchiato, whatever.
Okay, and here.
I like how you can now place hats on cats and dogs. Baby Toss now has a chance to crit snake vertebrae.
I'm actually surprised that your answer
wasn't.
wasn't gonna be the winter outfit, so I thought you'd like the new aesthetic.
No, because they gave Sebastian a fucking scarf. Like, that's all you're gonna give him? God, my husband gets only a scarf? Jeez, he's gonna get cold out there. People have hats. Hey, Sam, put a hat on. Did you notice that?